Say, welcome to the kitchen of chaos. We're going to make some chicken soup. The most expensive chicken soup in the world. Check out this expensive chicken. One chicken costs $19.94. That's because it's a hippie chicken. It was raised in a commune by unwed parents in Vermont. Likely killed.
I'll have you know, it can't be a hippie chicken because I don't do drugs or drink alcohol.
So we're going to make some chicken soup. So first thing we do is you can either just throw the chicken in a pot with some water, boil it for a while until it falls apart, or you can start with some onions and celery. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the failure of my batteries, you can put celery in. If I had celery I would, but I don't, so I'm just going to use some carrots, some cilantro. You can use parsley if you like. I usually would use parsley, but I don't have any. A couple of onions, a lemon juice, some spinach eventually, and if you have these sprouted lentils that we sprouted and froze, I think they're green lentils, that would be good, and we might put some noodles in. So I'm going to start by dicing up the onions and the carrots and saute those, and then I'll put in a bunch of garlic and then the chicken, and then boil that for probably an hour or so, and then we'll pull the chicken apart. Leave the giblets and everything in, and because that adds iron and stuff, so that's what we'll do right now. In the interest of time, ouch, swear word, that's hot. In the interest of time, use a hot pad. So, some onions. I only am going to use one onion because this pot isn't very big. Couple 3 carrots. That's about half a jalapeno seeded and deveined. This is about 20 cloves of garlic, which is good because it has lots of vitamin C and antibacterial properties, with the additional benefit of holding off vampires and attractive young women.
Unless they're your wife.
Who are repelled by your garlic breath. So saute that for a while, and you can either put them in now or you can do it after you put the chicken in. It doesn't really matter. But I like to sort of soften the vegetables a little bit and get them going. And then we'll put the chicken in and cover it with water. Put some herbs in there, whatever. It's not really a recipe type dish. As you probably know, I don't use recipes. But this is just one way of doing some leftover fridge clearing chicken soup. So saute that for a little while and we'll do that. When we have to live off of our garden, we'll live on dandelions and milkweed. This has been sauteing for a little while. The onions are translucent. So now goes the chicken. Happy little chicken. And let's see. How am I going to do this? Hold this one. Show the lovely flesh. Probably don't need to see that. Push that button. Alrighty, so we've covered it with water. That's probably fine. I want to leave some room for the lentils. So lots of black pepper. This pepper grinder is dead. We need to get a new one here. What happened to my little twister one? The handle on it? That was the best one ever. Did it die? So some cilantro or fresh herbs that you prefer. It's quite a bit, but those will cook out, and it actually doesn't have that sharp taste when it's been cooked for a while. Maybe we'll cut a little bit more in at the end. Some basil. Fresh is good if you have it. Some sage is good. Some cumin is always good. Pretty much everything likes cumin. And let's see, we'll put the lemon in later. So what's that? Pepper, cumin, sage, basil, Italian herbs if you have them. I can't find mine right now. I guess I'll put some, we'll wait till the end to put some salt in it. Okay, so just bring that to a boil and let that chicken cook down and get the calcium out of the bones and the iron out of the bones and marrow and all the goodness. And then we'll pull it apart. We probably won't have to pull it apart if we boil it long enough. I kind of like to take the chicken meat off and then put the bones back in and let them really, really cook down before the chicken gets too dead and dry. So turn that up, let it go for an hour at least. Bye. Do it the way you were just doing it. Cock-a-doodle-a-doo. Oh, you're silly. Right, it's been about 45 minutes or so. Smells good. I'm going to put in some lentils. This is about 1.5 cups or so, or maybe 2 cups of sprouted lentils. You don't have to do this, of course. This is just stuff we had lying around, and it's a good way to use them up. It's a good source of protein and vitamins and stuff. It's not really a lentil soup, so I'm not going to make it really thick with lentils, but that just kind of adds some more interesting texture in there. And let it go until basically you can just pull the legs off, pull the bones out, and then it's ready to take all the meat off and then put it back in. If you want to put some noodles in and cook those noodles, then you can. I think I might do that if I can find some. So it's been another probably 40 minutes or so. So yeah, about 1.5 hours or so total. I'm just going to check this. Yeah, see how that leg bone just comes right out. So that's ready. So what I'm going to do is take this chicken out and kind of break it into pieces and let the meat cool down enough for me to handle it. And then I'm just going to basically peel the meat off. Look at those wings are just falling right off. That looks good. So I'm just going to kind of break this up and maybe cut it apart with a knife, and so it will cool down quicker. And then clean the meat off of the bones. And in the meantime, I'm going to put some spinach in this and let it go for a little while, maybe with some with the noodles. Yeah, some noodles. So let's see. 3 handfuls of spinach. It's pre-washed. Turn that up, and then I'll put some noodles in there. I think I have some brown rice, elbow macaroni or something if I can't find any egg noodles. Put that in there and let that go until the noodles are done. And by that time the chicken will be cool enough to handle, and I can cut it up, throw it back in, and it should be done.